What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Hyperliquid today. Hype. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. I'm actually looking at Hype because I think that there is some money to make here. I genuinely do. And no, this is not a bullish video. Unfortunately, we're not bullish on Hype. I do not think we're going to see some massive recovery. I think this thing's plummeting to the ground and we're going to go below $20 before the end of this year. It's the 18th of December, you guys. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. We don't have much time left in this year. We've got about 13 days left, right? 13 days, 7 hours, 35 minutes left in this year. That's what we have. We're at $24 now. That's not a huge drop to $20, but I mean, from here, what is that? That's like a 20% drop, effectively, right? I mean, a little bit less than 20% drop, 17% drop, right below 20. It's about a 17, 18% drop there, right? And the reason why I think we can make money on this is because Polymarket has a what price will Hyperliquid hit before 2026. If you look at it here, it's at 16 cents. If you bought the yes on this, right, at 15.9 cents, you could even put lower bid orders in because there's such low liquidity here. I mean, you could do it, let's say we did it at 10 cents. You might not get hit at 10 cents. I don't know. We want something that gets hit. Let's just say 15 cents, 15.9. We'll just put it at 15 cents. If you bought 100 shares, that costs you $15, and that could pay out $100 by the end of this year. If you did, what would it be, 950? No. What is it? Is it 800? I don't know. 7, almost there. 69, yeah, something like that. 690 or around there. That's about $100. That pays out $690 from the current. If you were to snag it at 15 cents, right? You might not be able to snag it at anything but 15.9 cents, but the point still remains on Polymarket. Will Hyperliquid hit this before 2026? It doesn't need to be there by the end of the close. Like it doesn't need to be there below $20 and the year closes there. That doesn't need to happen. It just needs to get there by the end of the year. So if this prods even for a second on the Binance chart, the USDT chart on Binance here, if this prods for just a moment below $20, there's going to be, I mean, you win. You win. That $100 turns into $690. And I'm just, and not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I'm not trying to encourage people to degenerately bet their money away. But I'm just thinking here with Hyperliquid, the main thing and getting away from Polymarket here is that we are about to see a tremendous drop. And I'm going to get away from this chart. And we're actually going to look at the Hype H USD chart, right? Hype H, Hyperliquid. You do Hype H, it gives you the all-time history. We've dumped down. We look like we're at a low point. It looks like things can't get that much worse, but whenever you round off like this, you guys, typically these drops end with a bang. Like they end like with a bang like that. And I'm expecting that right here at $24.42, 18th of December. I'm expecting that over the next couple of days. Maybe in the next couple of weeks, but I'm thinking over the coming days we're going to see some progress to the downside here. These prices at this level won't be here for too long, is all I'm trying to say. Right? You look at the graph. Maybe the graph helps because the order books, people get confused. But yesterday, right, think about it this way. Yesterday, because there's such low liquidity in these order books, okay? There's such low liquidity here. There's $322,000 in volume since this thing began, right? That's not like in the last 24 hours. That's just like since this thing began. Yesterday, it says 28%. We were up at like 30-something% at one point yesterday. And what was yesterday? Yesterday, we were right here. We were literally at the same exact prices, right? We were literally here at the same prices. So all I'm trying to say by that is we drop a little bit. This is going to go from what says 13%. It's going to go to like 40, 50%. You don't even have to wait for this to get to 20. This is the benefit of prediction markets, right? It's different than just placing a bet. It's very similar. It's very similar to how we traditionally place bets, but it's a little different. You don't have to wait for this to hit 100%. You see the odds at 13%. You buy here. You sell at 26%, 50%, whatever. You've doubled, quadrupled your money. You walk away. And then it's still, maybe Hyperliquid doesn't get below $20, but you can still make money. You see what I'm saying? As long as you have your sell orders in place. But just imagine here, at the same price that we closed at, we closed here yesterday, you guys. And we were here yesterday. We were all the way up at 30%. What's going to happen if over the coming days we drop down more? This is going to skyrocket. It's an immense, and this is the thing right now. I want you to all understand the reason why I'm talking about prediction markets is that you should not be a degenerate. You should not be making all of your money, putting your life savings in prediction markets to try to make money. That's not what happens. That's not a good thing to do. Okay, but there's a tremendous opportunity here with prediction markets. A lot of people still don't understand how to operate this genuinely. And maybe you're not good at leverage trading. Maybe you're not good at options trading, derivatives trading. Maybe you're not good at trading, period. You might find that there's some success in prediction markets because it's full of people who genuinely don't know what they're doing. And if you just have an inkling of knowing what you're doing, you can actually make some money. You don't even have to win. The bets don't even have to hit. You just have to sell while you're in the green on the percentages, right? You buy at a low percentage, you sell at a high percentage. And it sounds, right, buy low, sell high. That sounds super easy. We all know how easy that is, don't we? All I'm trying to say is I think there's an opportunity here. And I don't know if arbitrage is the right word, the discrepancy of this opportunity. As time goes on, things like this won't be at 13%. It'll be more appropriate because we're down here at a $24 price. We just have to go to $20 for this to be right. This should be more appropriately somewhere around like 20%, 30%, something like that, right? But because there's such a lack of liquidity, the order books aren't full. It's easier to push the quote unquote the price down, the odds down, right? And that's all I'm trying to say. There's tremendous opportunity in that if you're looking for it. There's a lot of things that they're not. It's not like Vegas odds. It's not like specifically generated towards odds. These odds are generated by buying and sell orders, right? By the market. So, anyways, Hyperliquid, man. Why do I think it's going to drop? Well, let's go over that. Let's look at the 1 hour time frame and then we'll zoom out from there. Okay. First off, and maybe because we're on the 1 hour, maybe we should look at the Binance chart. I want volume. I do want volume. Binance. I don't use Binance US. Maybe I should. What does this say? What does it say? It says market result yes, hype HUSDT, Binance. Well, if it's the hype USDT one, then that would not be this one here, right? Because that's the perps. So hype USDT is this one. That's the only one, and it's on Binance. But it's on Binance, yes. I just don't like that because there's less liquidity, right? There is less liquidity. Okay, 1 hour time frame here. Look, right, you had a nice bit of volume coming in, but it to no avail. It didn't get you anywhere. We look at the 1 hour indicators. 1 hour indicator, the RSI came all the way up to the 60. We're rejecting. Look at this just massive downtrend you're in right here, right? Like you've been in this lower low, lower high dynamic for a long time. And yes, you've hit the oversold zone, but the thing is, you had this bullish divergence here. I don't even know if it's bullish divergence. It's too far away. I don't think it's going to fulfill itself. Because, again, it looks like bullish divergence, but the thing is, this low here is lower than this low here. And that's a significant low. This low here is higher than that low there. It's not bullish divergence. It looks like bullish divergence, and I think that's what this is a bull trap. I think that's what it is. And you're rejecting the 60, right? Where you reject your stochastics came all the way up to the overbought zone, and this is all you got. When you were up at the overbought zone last time, and you came down to the oversold zone, look at the move that produced. You were overbought here, and you came down. Look at the move that produced. This is small potatoes in comparison. The MACD is bearish. You rejected the 0. It's very bearish here. Stochastics are bearish, and the RSI is bearish. And this is the 1 hour time frame. 1 hour time frame. Time is of the essence. I want you guys to make money. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. You don't have to get on Polymarket. You know, there's always short opportunities and stuff like that too. But I don't know. You know, I don't know what leverage you use. But like if you use 100x leverage on Hyperliquid to short, all it takes is a move up like this, and then you get liquidated. And then if it comes back down, if you were in the prediction markets, it doesn't matter. It's a little bit safer. As long as, well, I say a little bit safer. Maybe in some regards it's more dangerous too. You have to be careful. Don't go putting your life savings in this stuff. But it's a trade that you can make. If you've wanted to use prediction markets and you're like, you know what, I want to start off with $100. This is a good $100 bet to make, man. This will put you ahead for a second there. Maybe $10. There's nothing wrong with doing small amounts. Imagine you bought 15 shares. It's going to cost you $2.25. You can make $15 off of that. Or you buy 100 shares. That costs you $15. You can make $100 off of that. You know, like it's not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I'm not trying to scale it up and say, oh, $10,000. Because the higher up you scale, the more money you put in. If you were to buy $10,000 worth here, low liquidity, you're going to be the reason the odds push. You see what I'm saying? So just be careful. Don't go throwing your life savings and stuff like this. You know, maybe whenever the liquidity gets thicker. But we look at the 1 hour time frame, and it's obvious that we're bearish, and it's the 1 hour time frame. That doesn't mean in 2 weeks we're going to move down. That means right now. We're going to move down right now. Mark my words, by the time you guys watch this video, Hyperliquid could very well be below this low. And the odds by that time could be triple what they are now. They really could be. Right? That's why I personally would have no problem buying at 14 cents right there. I would buy up all those shares, right? 600 shares at 14 cents. It's 84 bucks for $600. That's what that payout is. You just snag that right there for a little bit of added fees, right? But again, I'm not trying to tell anybody what to do. It's just a thought, right? If you make money with this, you're the one that keeps 100% of the proceeds. If you lose money with it, I don't owe you anything, right? That's fair, right? Because you're the one making the decisions. You're the big boy, the big girl in control of your own financial destiny, and you shouldn't be putting money that matters in here anyways. But it could turn into something that's a little, ho, 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 little magical Christmas present there for you. 4-hour time frame here. Looking at this, the RSI is abysmal. It's so sad. And again, here's the thought. What if we don't even go to $20? What if here on the RSI we move down, we get some bullish divergence, and then that's it, and then we move up? Well, we'd still move down from here. We'd still see a lower low. You go from 24 bucks to 22 bucks. We're 10% away from $20. What do you think the odds are going to be then? They're not going to be 13%. They're not going to be 12%. You know what I mean? And you don't even have to wait for it to cash. You don't have to wait for it to go to $20 to cash out. That's all I'm trying to say. But the 4-hour RSI right here, bearish as hell. It makes me think we're going to go down immediately. And if I'm wrong, maybe we come up a little bit more. Maybe we do go up to this $26 level, but we're still probably going to come back down, and the odds will only get better from there. Stochastics are bearish. You're rejecting the oversold zone. Bearish, guys. The MACD on the 4-hour time frame is bearish. You've got lower lows in the MACD. Bearish. Look at this trend. Look, you are so bearish. It's incredible. It's genuinely incredible. When you're doing this bullish stuff, you're bouncing here, you're still bearish. You're not doing anything. You're so weak. Because Hyperliquid was a thing that was here and gone. Now there's better products out there. They came out, they did their thing, they made their money. They didn't try to make themselves cemented as the best DEX in the ecosystem. They just were the first one. Like the first leveraged trading desk. That was a decentralized exchange. They were just the first one, so that's why they got all their money. They don't have to try, right? All these other people are trying and they're better, and that's why Hyperliquid is itself moving down. Because hype, let's be honest, the hype token's overpriced. It's way overpriced already, and I think reality's setting in. I've been saying this for a long time. I got a lot of hate for it, but I think people are starting to realize. Daily time frame on the MACD, you see here, it almost looks like you have bullish divergence, almost. But what you're doing, you can see you're actually building bearish momentum. You see here, you're building momentum. This is getting deeper. You're going to build more momentum. On the daily time frame, this move is not over. The RSI just got oversold. This move is not over. The stochastics are terrible. This move is not over, my friends. We look at hype. We do hype H here. We look at the all-time history, which isn't that much history. What about the 3-day? Yeah, like a lot of cryptos right now are showing bullish divergence on their 3 days. This thing's showing bearish convergence, bearish progression on its 3-day. Like this, something's wrong with Hyperliquid, you guys. And I said it back here when we were at 30 bucks. I said it when we were even above 30 bucks. I'm saying it now, right? I made this bet a while ago, actually, whenever we were up here. It's crazy that the odds, but the reason why the odds don't really go up, even though we've moved down, is because we're getting closer and closer to the end of the year. The window for this is right here, so that's why the odds are so cheap, I think. We look at this from a low to a high, and the expectation, typically, whenever you go below the 382, is that you go to the golden ratio. It's at $19 to $16.50. Could we find support at the 0.5? Sure. We could find support right here at the 0.5. I'm not seeing any signs of that. We just went over the 1 hour, the 4 hour, the daily. None of everything is saying we're going to go lower. And if we're going to go lower than the 0.5, where do we likely go? Golden ratio. Where's the minimum target there? $19. As long as we get there before the next 13 days is over. I think we will. Bada bing, bada boom. But again, that's the beauty of prediction markets. You don't even have to wait for it to actually break below 20 bucks. You could double your money by buying it at 12% and selling it at 24%. You know what I mean? But again, low liquidity. If you're putting in thousands of dollars in this, you're going to be moving the needle. I just put some fun money in here, just for funsies. You know what I mean? Start with $100 and have fun, or $10 and have fun. You know, I've got friends, family even, who they bet $1 at a time just for fun. It's fun. It is. Don't make it something that's life shattering, right? Have fun with it, and if you keep having fun with it and you do good, maybe that can turn into something that provides for you one day. But do it slowly. Don't think of it as a get-rich-quick scheme. Here's your get-rich-quick scheme. Just buy Bitcoin Cash. This thing's going to rally to the freaking moon here pretty soon. But I got nothing else, guys. I'm just rambling at this point. I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, hit the like button. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Mark my words. Hyperliquid right now. I said it. I said it back here. I said it back here. I'm saying it right here. We're in the midst of a dump, guys. It's going to take us below 20 bucks. Take care. Bye-bye.